Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, this podcast is called Fat Freaky Fabulous. Very, very judgment-free, body neutrality, sex positive. We are we're all the things, okay? Middle ground between
Sorry. Hi.
Hey.
Intuitive eating, but then also like I started powerlifting last year and so like that brings up so much for people, right? And like so I wanted to have like a safe space for people to explore what those two realms mean. So when I came across you, I was like, yes, this, because you talk about like not really tracking stuff, but then you also talk about like working really hard and body recomp, and you're very, very, very knowledgeable. So
thank you.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of mistakes, lots of trial and error. And, you know, I'm a constant student. I'm always absorbing everything. And, you know, I feel like my body and my health and fitness journey, it's an experiment and I get to control the variables. You know what I mean? And so like, I find it super fascinating. And so if I can share some of the mentality and some of the mistakes that I've made and it can help others who are on a similar journey, that's all I want.
Give us like an elevator speech of who you are, because you wear like 16 different hats and we want to know about all of them.
Yeah, plus or minus 5. So first and foremost, this is my gym, Fully Charged Fitness. My husband and I opened a gym 3 years ago. So during that time, I was also competitively powerlifting. In fact, I think I'm still like I was just looking at my records the other day. I think I'm like top 7 in Washington State still, which is pretty cool. Like, so a couple of years ago, my husband was like, yo, I think I really want to start bodybuilding, because he's been an avid lifter for a long time. So I was like, sure, dude, let's do it. Fell in love. Actually, I didn't fall in love. That's a lie. I was miserable the whole freaking prep. Rebounded really hard after the show, kind of fell into a depression. My body changed super fast. I had issues with control around food. And I was like, oh my gosh. All right, I got to do this better, because I ain't no quitter. I also work in public education as a network technician. I've been clean and sober for 8 years. So all of these things kind of mashed together into my personal identity.
Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, I'm also a friend of Bill's. So
awesome.
Yeah,
I love that for us.
I love that for us. Like 3 years and some change. Finding an outlet in the gym, I was like, wait, what? Endorphins? What?
Yes.
Yeah, so feel that one real hard in my heart. Okay, something that I ask everyone that comes on is, what's your favorite F word?
Oh, fuck, for sure. Easy. That's an easy one, you know?
Every person says it, and it kills me every time that there's no hesitation. It's not like, oh, well, it could be this every single time. It's that one.
Well, I mean, you know, when you have such a versatile word that can be used as an adjective, a verb, a noun, you name it, fuck, dude. What are you going to do? Fuck it.
Do you count macros? Like, do you like go on and off? Do you just do it when you're in prep? Is it something that's just kind of like good for you to kind of like stay around? What's your thought process with that?
So this is one of those very much do as I say, not as I do type situations. Because as a competitive bodybuilder, it's important for me to, again, control variables. And so I'm on a meal plan year round. My coach tells me exactly what to eat and exactly when to eat it. Do I recommend that for the novice, the newbie, a lifestyle fitness person? Absolutely not. It is way too rigid for the average person to like really mesh well with, or to have an understanding of why they're doing it. So I think that, you know, for somebody just getting into it, my recommendation is always, always, always learn how to prioritize. It's about adding things, not subtracting things and focusing on what we're restricting. It's about adding more protein to each of our meals. It's about bringing in more fruits and veggies. We have a rule in our house for the kiddos, like, I don't care what you're eating, as long as there's something that grows on your plate. I don't care if it's a fruit or a vegetable, as long as it grows, we're good, dude. You know, the one that really grinds my gears though is that 75 hard thing. Can we please stop?
Okay, wait. Thank you for saying that. Can we stop? I was like, oh, I'll drink a gallon of water a day. I see people doing it. It's like, you know, that's the ticket, right? Like, I think the 75 hard is like drink a gallon a day. I get headaches and I like, did a little Google search, not that I'm a doctor or qualified in any way, but like I was getting headaches and like water intoxication is apparently a thing. So yeah, can we stop with the 75 hard? Could we just like maybe start with like reading a book front to back? You know?
Yeah.
Okay, next on our list of fun questions. 1, would you survive if you were in the Hunger Games?
No, I don't think I would. Do most people say yeah? Should I say yeah? Okay, yeah, dude. Yeah,
no.
I'm hardcore.
I want to know why you said no.
Because, like, listen, all right, I'm like pretty smart in general, but when it comes down to like making quick decisions or any kind of like violence, I'm just like deer in the headlights. You know, I'd be out first round, dude.
What is your cat's name?
Blueberry.
Stop it. You stop. That was my cat's name.
You're lying.
Not my all black cat. His name's Wesley. But my cat that I had, so I got Wesley to be Blue's friend. Yeah.
So I need to know how you came up with the name Blueberry for your kitty. You got to tell me.
It's not even that interesting. It's not. So he's a Russian Blue, and I didn't name him.
Oh.
And he already had that name.
Oh. Russian Blues are cool cats, though.
He was the best. He's the best. He's still in my living room. I have his ashes. I want to have an RV and just like travel and just adopt all the stray cats on the way.
Yes, crazy cat lady vibes forever.
Yeah. Oh, the second half to the Hunger Games question would have been, what's the first thing you would have done? Well, you kind of answered that.
I would die. That's the first thing I did.
So when you're in prep, what do you do to like keep it creative?
In prep, we end up with 2 shelves in our fridge that is like, one of them is for different varieties of mustard, because only a bodybuilder feels like mustard is an appropriate condiment for every meal. And the other one is for hot sauce, because you get to this point, you know, again, I have to preface this by saying bodybuilding is by no means healthy. And if you don't have a good relationship with food and body image, don't do it. But you get to this point where it's like hot sauce and mustard, something about like the vinegar. It's just so freaking good. Vinegar and salt, you cannot get enough.
No, it's totally fine to pause. We can pause, we can revisit, we can do. You actually just did that, right? Because you were going to compete and then you were like, actually, this is not the best thing for my mental health right now. And I'm going to come back to it.
We had an excellent spring. You know, I won 2 first places and an overall in the 2 shows that I did. And then I kind of figured we were going to go into a growth phase. And then we decided, no, let's do it full steam ahead. Let's do another amateur show and then let's hit a national stage. And unfortunately, my husband's mother passed. And so we were like, whoa, okay, let's pause for a week. Let's figure this out. Let's handle some grief. And we both kind of decided like, no, this is entirely too much. You know, we've got family and mourning and their children in the mix. And it was just like, no. Yeah. And so I found that being in that space of like extreme emotional distress, and obviously like the day-to-day was highly disturbed, that it was like jumping back into this feels too much like trying to control this because I can't control everything else. Like, I don't want to proceed because this isn't going to go well for me.
What are your goals right now? Like, what are you looking forward to?
Right now, I'm really looking forward to enjoying the holidays with my little fam. And I'm looking forward to growing. I got some really good feedback from the judges. And I kind of know like what my weak points in my physique are. And so, you know, it's really cool because it's been some stuff. Obviously, I've been ignoring it. That's caused it to be a weak point. And so now I get to launch into not just a growth phase, but I get to kind of strategize how I'm going to grow that. And I really like, it's a challenge because I'm learning new stuff.
Man, like you put in a lot of work. That's gotta feel great.
Yeah, you know, I feel they say do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. It doesn't feel like work to me. It's just so fascinating. I love it.
What is sleep? Do we know what that is or no?
I usually get between 6 and 7 hours on a weeknight, and then I catch it up a little with like 9 hours on the weekends. I had to prioritize sleep though, like 9:30 p.m. period. I don't know, do you follow Domestic Blisters on TikTok?
No, but I sure will.
She talks a lot about like care tasks, like in the household, and removing morality from care tasks. And obviously that resonated with me. Yes. where was I headed with that? Anyway, one of the things that she talks about is like closing duties. That's where I was headed with it. She talks about closing duties and how like at the end of your day, you don't have to be a slave to your house. Your house is there to serve you. And so if I'm like, I've got like 3 or 4 things on my checklist so that I can make that 9:30 bedtime. Like 9 p.m. I'm clocked out, I'm done. 9:30, my ass is in bed. You know, because sleep is just as important for health and fitness goals and for mental and emotional health. So like hard stop on that.
Dude, yeah, we need boundaries in our lives. I do this thing where like I have like a note of like, I have these things I call meters. So it's like, okay, my work meter, my fun meter, my recovery meter, you know, and I'm like, if at any point I find myself like disturbed in the day, I take a second and I'm like, where are my meters?
I love that.
Yeah, I have to do it. I'm like always checking in with myself to see like what's up, because sometimes like I'll just go through the motions and just go and go and go because like my little creative brain will be like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at this.
I love that. See, I'm typically bound by schedule. Like everything is routine. And so same thing, I find myself sometimes zombified, just like walking through my schedule, like, all right, 7:30 a.m. I start working. All right, 5 p.m. I do gym admin. All right, 5:30 I do, you know, it's just like next thing I know, it's like, oh shit, closing duties, I'm in bed. Wait a minute, where did my day go?
Do you have any hidden talents? You got any accents or something?
I don't. I feel so lame. I've got nothing.
Nuh-uh.
No, zero hidden talents.
Can you whistle and hum?
Can anybody do that at the same time? Here's the thing, man. I just let it all hang out. Everything I'm good at, everybody knows about.
Okay, is there anything that you want your adoring fans to know? Tell us something.
Do I have adoring fans?
Yeah. Bro, when I tell you, I was like, guys, look at this girl, Alex. She's going to be on my podcast. This is how cool she is. This is her gym. This is her husband. I was like, really like, look how like strong and amazing this person is.
Here's the thing. I tried for so many years to like fit into boxes and like try to meet people's expectations that weren't being communicated to me. So I was just making up expectations they had for me that, you know, one day I just got tired and I was like, dude, like, this is me. Either come along with me or fucking don't. And so if I'm to leave friends, fans, pals, with any words of advice, it's just to take a deep breath. If they're not communicating expectations to you, there are no expectations.
It's not your responsibility to dig and like get someone to communicate something. If they want to communicate it with you, great. If not, then you are to assume nothing. You are to keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, half the time when I think that like someone is concerned with me, half the time they are so concerned with their own selves, like they don't give a shit about me, what I'm doing. Like,
and we get that at the gym a lot too, or like people will come in and they're like, man, I've just always been so nervous. I'm so nervous about what people think about me. And I see that in my comments on TikTok a lot too. And it's like, listen, they're all thinking the same thing, man. They're all worried about what you're thinking about them. Ain't nobody paying attention to you.
I was gonna say something else to you, but I forgot. I often forget things. I don't know where we're at. But anyway, what's your favorite song right now? We usually end with like our guests telling us what their latest jam is.
Oh, man. You know, I'm one of those people that still just listens to the same 20 or 30-year-old metal like over and over and over again. So I've been really on this vibe lately with Megadeth's A Tout Le Monde. I don't know if you've ever heard it. But,
I have.
You know, sometimes these songs just come up and like sucker punch me in the side of the head. And I'm like, yeah, I have to listen to this 37 times in a row until I never want to hear it again.
Like, Let's Get Down to Business will come on and like, I will put that on repeat.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to get down to business right now. Who else wants it?
Yes. Yes.
You are amazing.
No, you are.
No. We appreciated you giving us your time today and finding out a little bit more about you.
TikTok is just another fit chick. So I'm just another fit chick on social media. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that was taken on Instagram. So it's still quad_Zilla with a UH on Instagram.
But we love that too.
Well, I mean, my quads are by far my biggest body part. I don't know, my shoulders are becoming a rival though.
Yes.
You know, I felt like once I got over that double body weight squat, I was like, yeah, I've earned this. And so I changed my Instagram handle.
Body weight, yes.
Yeah.
So I did a really, 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 really messy 385.
Yes.
I want to be in the 1,000-pound club by December. I really do.
How close are you? You got to tell me. What's your total?
Okay, well, my bench press is trash. It's like I could do like 135. It's not good. It's not good. I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase. It's not where I want it to be.
There's a lot of opportunity for growth. That's what it is, baby. That's what it is. There's opportunity for growth.
Dude, and it's so funny. My friends will be like, how are you squatting that much? And I'm like, I don't know. I can't do anything else.